New overnight, Clarksville police are searching for this missing 12-year-old David Santos. Police say he was last seen yesterday morning just before 8:30. He's believed to be in extreme danger and may require medical assistance. If you know anything, call Clarksville police at the number on your screen. You can also call 911. Happening today, a former Clark County councilwoman is expected to plead guilty to charges related to the Jamie Knoll investigation. Knoll fathered a child with former councilwoman Brittany Faree. According to previous court documents, she accepted more than $114,000 in child support, travel, and other expenses from the Utica Township Volunteer Firefighters Association funds. Knoll is currently serving 15 years for stealing taxpayer dollars provided to New Chapel by Clark and Floyd counties. Faree is due in court in Clark County at 11. And attorneys for Steve Lawson are trying to delay his trial. Lawson is one of the men charged in the disappearance of Crystal Rogers in Bardstown. Lawson's trial is supposed to start in Warren County in 3 months, but in court yesterday, his attorneys argued they won't be ready in time. Judge Charles Sims said that is simply not an option. Instead, he offered a unique solution to help bring Lawson up to speed.
I could have him brought up here to the courthouse and we can make things available where he can review whatever he needs to every day between now and the trial date, if that's what it takes. I'm trying to which way I can to get this case to a conclusion because my calendar is brutal for the rest of this year too.
Steve Lawson, along with his son Joseph Lawson and Rogers' former boyfriend Brooks Houck, have all been charged in connection to Rogers' disappearance and death. Steve Lawson will be tried independently because of what the judge calls undue prejudice against Houck and Joseph Lawson if the three were to be tried together. Steve Lawson's trial is set for May 27th. One suspect has pleaded guilty to charges connected to the shooting during Harvest Homecoming in New Albany. That's according to new court documents issued earlier this week. Joshua Smith faces multiple charges, including murder, attempted murder, and battery. According to an affidavit, Smith confessed to firing a gun in the air while in the ride area. 2 bystanders were hurt and an 18-year-old was killed. Smith is scheduled to be sentenced March 28th. 4 other people have been charged in the shooting. Metro Police Chief Paul Humphrey says LMPD is close to an arrest in the shooting that killed 3 people outside of Valley Station driver's license office.
I would say that we know what one of those individual victims was involved in and why they were part of this shooting. And so I trust that we're going to be making an arrest on this shooting at some point.
Was it targeted gangs?
We believe that one of the individuals, it was directed at one of the individuals.
The shooting happened last Friday. 2 women and an 18-year-old man were killed. At the time, there was a line of customers out the door waiting to get service inside the DMV. A sinkhole has developed along 5th Street here in downtown Louisville. Take a look at these photos. LG&E says they discovered it while looking for the source of that gas leak from earlier this week. Crews believe the sinkhole opened up after our recent heavy rain. LG&E is now working with MSD and Public Works to figure out how to deal with it. It's still unclear when that portion of 5th Street is going to reopen, but the gas leak has been repaired and full service is expected to be restored by tomorrow. A Louisville-based hemp company is expanding its operations with a $1 million investment. Cordbred Hemp makes products like gummies, oils, and lotions that can be found across the country and in stores, 50 stores in the metro area. This expansion is going to bring 50 jobs. It's going to bring jobs to the city.
With this additional investment, we'll be able to employ more than 100 people to continue the Kentucky tradition of growing hemp in Kentucky. It's the best place in the world to grow hemp, and we're proud to be growing it right here in the Commonwealth of Kentucky.
The new jobs will include production, fulfillment, and sales positions. According to the company, the state's tax incentives allowed the startup to scale up its production. A bill allowing illegal street racers' cars to be crushed passed the Judiciary Committee with ease earlier this week. Because of public interest, the option to auction the cars has been added to the measure, along with a way for it to benefit the community. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley spoke with a Louisville organization about how the funds could support crime victims.
All right, and can I get her name?
Louisville Center for Women and Families call center answers people in need, connecting victims of domestic violence and sexual assault to resources. One resource they share is Kentucky's Crime Victims Compensation Fund, which helps pay for damages due to the crime like lost wages, medical bills, and more. It's a program that may get more funding from a bill racing through Frankfort. Jefferson County representatives standing up for the street racing bill, extending Louisville's illegal street racing ordinance statewide and increasing punishments.
Our babies and our loved ones and our citizens are there just to live their daily lives.
On the second offense, the vehicle would go to the state either to be crushed or auctioned, with those funds going to the Crime Victims Compensation Fund, passing through the House Judiciary Committee with some concern from other representatives.
What we have to balance is how do we make sure that the property rights are protected.
Louisville Metro Police Chief Paul Humphrey, its biggest champion.
It's not just a couple of young kids out here seeing how fast their dad's car can go. This is really dangerous behavior, and it is often associated with guns and stolen cars and things like that that are related to other crimes.
Legislation that could bring funding to people in need.
It's so important to empower survivors so that they can have the resources that they need to make their own decisions as they begin this new journey.
In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS11 on your side.
The measure will allow street racing that is sanctioned and hosted in other parts of Kentucky for tourism reasons.